Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a haul video. And unlike traditional haul videos that I've had on my channel, this is going to be a mixture of makeup, beauty, and home comfort items. I've actually been waiting for a few more beauty items to come in, but they've been delayed. And one of them is the Mothership 8 Divine Rose 2 palette. You guys know I am so excited. I've been waiting for it, and I just happened to get the ship notification on Friday. So it's gonna be a couple more days till it comes in, and rather than sitting on this video and just waiting till the palette comes in, why don't we go ahead and do this first? There's going to be plenty of time to look at Divine Rose 2, do swatches, do looks, and all that good stuff. And I'm not going to be the first one on YouTube to get the palette anyway. I figure we're not holding our breath waiting for it. So let's get on to the haul. We'll first go over beauty, makeup related items, and then we'll move on to what I would consider the home comforts. And some of you guys may actually already be using or know of the brands I'll be talking about on the home comfort side. So if that's the case, I'd love to get your take and for you to let me know your experience with those products. And you guys have already seen this first one here. This is the Mothership Sublime palette, Golden Opulence. I already did a video with look, swatches, and gold shadow comparison of Gold Fortune, which is the gold shade here, compared to some of the other gold shades found in Pat McGrath's Mothership palettes and her quads. So if you're interested in that video, I will link it above for you guys to go have a look. Along with that order, I actually also got her eye pencil. This is the Permagel Ultra Glide eye pencil. It is a very buttery or very smooth product. I've used it once, and I don't know if you guys can see, but with that one use, you can already see there's a slant from that one use because of how easily the product goes on, how smoothly, and how pigmented it is. So I was really pleasantly surprised. I actually got the pencil along with her Fetishized mascara and the eyeliner kind of as a bundle, so there was some savings there because I do enjoy the mascara. This is the first one that I have, so I'm ordering it as kind of a replacement for when I'm finished with this one. And the gel liner too is something that I've been using and I will be replacing with my new order once this is done. And from experience, I've used a lot of different mascaras from Too Faced, Better Than Sex, Dior Show, Milk's mascara, Japanese brands. I mean, you name it. In the last probably 5-6 years, I've used a lot of different type of mascaras, and I've had so many samples too that I haven't bought a full-size tube of mascara in also years. This is actually my first one, and this was a gift, and I thought, hey, this is really pretty good. I'm kind of done just using random samples that I managed to get my hands on, so I'm going to stick with the Fetishized for some time until maybe something else comes along or when I'm ready to try something new. So that's kind of the Pat McGrath purchase order from the end of April. The next thing I was really excited to get was actually this Emin Essence Clear Skin Probiotic Cleanser. So I talked about my skincare routine last week and showed you a few of the Emin Essence products that I use. I enjoy all of them. So I was very much looking forward to this because it is for acne prone, oily to combination skin types. And I am acne prone on the chin, the nose area, and really just I have a pretty oily T-zone. So I got this and I've been using it for a week. I think it has made a difference in just keeping the T-zone less oily as the day goes by. What I find usually when I wake up in the morning is, if I put my hand or I put oil blotting paper, that sheet, while it's not totally soaked, a lot of oil gets absorbed onto that sheet. Same thing, midday after lunch, there's just like a lot of oil, and I find that this kind of helps it a bit and is an improvement on the previous cleansers that I've been using. This is actually what my facial lady uses when I go in to see her. So if you're looking for a new cleanser that's good for acne prone skin, you might give this a try. And Emin Essence is an organic skincare line that is based out of Vancouver, Canada. If not all of their products. Most of them is actually made in Hungary. So I thought this was really interesting. Love all the products I've tried of theirs. And the next skincare item I wanted to show you guys is this Luminous Cleansing Elixir from Retrouve. This I actually found out from Michele Wang's YouTube channel. I will share her channel down below. And she really enjoyed this. I was also looking for a better makeup remover, cleanser of some sort, where I didn't have to go through 4 or 5 steps to get most, if not all, of the makeup off. And when I'm doing videos or when I'm going out, well, I'm not really going out anymore these days, but when I'm doing videos, I have quite a few layers of makeup. I've got primer, foundation, concealer, cream contour, then I've got setting powder, highlighter, sometimes I'll do a finishing powder depending on my mood, and then I have bronzer. You name it, I've got lots of layers. And so I really want to make sure my skin is cleansed of makeup as best to my ability as possible. So I've only used this once, and therefore I can't really comment on it. I want to use it a couple more times, you know, at least another week or two before I say, hey, I'm definitely going to buy another one of these, or I enjoyed it, but I'm going to keep looking. First impressions of this, and this is made up of several kinds of oil, is it does effectively remove makeup, but I wonder if one pump is truly enough to remove all of the makeup. I already can tell from one use that it's better than anything that I currently have, so that's really good. And that even though it's an oil-based cleanser, it does not leave your skin oily. I've had that issue. I've used Suasu's oil-based cleanser, Tatcha's cleanser as well, and they work in removing makeup, but it just leaves my skin on the oily side, and over time, my T-zone that's already oily, it doesn't benefit from that. So I thought it was really interesting that this oil-based cleanser doesn't leave your skin oily afterwards at all. And it just leaves your skin kind of soft and supple, but the product and the oiliness completely washes away. So very interesting, very promising. I'm gonna try it for a little bit longer and kind of revisit that with you guys. For the next items, we're moving into the home comfort category. And you would have saw from the thumbnail of me holding up these bottles. So a bit of a spoiler, but these are from the Laundress based out of New York. And they're kind of like high-end type laundry detergent, stain removal, crease removal type of products for your laundry, except it's non-toxic and it's a gentler version of all of those things. What got me interested into these products is, well, first I've already heard of it from The Skim. Some of you guys might be subscribers of The Skim, but I recently got a new bath mat. I have 2 dogs, and one of them, for some unknown reason, he is 4 now, but when he was 2.5, 3, he would pee on the bath mat randomly. So we would get a new bath mat because he had an accident on the one we had previously, and it would be fine for months, and then one day maybe he just didn't go the night before, he went to bed, but then he would just kind of casually walk into the bathroom and find that bath mat and say, this is a good place to relieve myself because I'm not going to leave a mess. But you know, the humans didn't really appreciate that. So we've probably replaced 4 different bath mats during that period. Now we keep the bathroom door closed. There's just no way for him to walk in if he does have an accident, which interestingly, he has not had an accident since we closed the door. I don't know. The routine prior to going to bed, like going outside and all that, hasn't really changed. So kind of a mystery there. But I got a bath mat that was kind of a temporary because I felt like, you know, an accident might just happen again and I just don't want to waste another nice bath mat. And then that bath mat that I got was more of a budgeted item. I think it fared well. However, it does not absorb water the way that we hope it would. So where the bath mat sits, right underneath it, there's always this like pool of water, because once you soak through the top part of it, it never seems to dry, and then water just pools underneath it. yeah, it gets kind of nasty, and mold grows really easily in the bathroom in areas with kind of that prolonged or long-term humidity. So anyways, really long story short, I got a new bath mat, and I do prefer white bath mats. Yes, I've imposed that on myself, making it more difficult to keep it clean. But this new bath mat is from Brook Linen, and when I went to get it, or when I went to purchase it on their website, they actually recommended this kind of all-purpose bleach alternative. It's unscented, and this is what they recommend because of the materials they use for their towels, bath mats, that they recommend just gentle detergent, non-toxic. You know, the more gentle you could be with those products in your washing process or washing cycle, the more long-lasting, the softer it would look. And because it's a white bath mat, I also have white towels from that company. I thought, okay, well maybe this is worth trying. So I got the all-purpose bleach alternative along with the stain solution. The stain solution is also unscented, and it's meant to remove all the new stains, highly concentrated. With a bottle of these, you could have up to 200 uses. And then on the back of each of these bottles, they have instructions on like, how do you go about using this? But from what I understand, and I haven't had a chance to do this yet, but if you combined the stain solution and this all-purpose bleach alternative, turn it into paste, using some kind of brush, whether it's a toothbrush or something a little bit bigger, it pretty effectively removes stains. So I'm gonna try that when I get a chance. This includes wine stains, makeup, foundation, and just about any kind of food stain you might think of. So I'm excited to use that because I do have some pieces of clothing with maybe like water stains, or I don't know what kind of stains they are, maybe food, maybe water, that I just haven't been able to get out. So I'm gonna try that for sure. What I did use this already is to wash my white towels. And I will say with one wash, I did see a difference. Side-by-side comparison, and I tried to take some pictures so that I might be able to share here on Instagram, but the picture didn't reveal the differences, but to the naked eye, under just normal lighting, I already see that the one that I've used this on is fresher. It's not like a stark white as a result from this bleach alternative, but it already looks fresher and just brighter. So I'm really hopeful. I hope to continue to use this, and it's non-toxic, so that's always a bonus. Towels, clothing, things like that, it's touching your skin all day long. So I'm a bit pickier. I feel like as long as this continues to be, reasonable, affordable, and it works, I like to continue to use it. Oh, before we move on, I want to clarify something. Everything that I got from the Laundress is biodegradable, allergen-free, and non-toxic, except for this alternative bleach. This is still biodegradable and allergen-free. However, it is not non-toxic. It has chlorine-free oxygen bleach, so that is why. But the instructions on here are interesting because the product is actually not liquid. If you can hear that, these are just beads that are activated by hot water. So if you add half a capful, just using this cap here, you mix it with a stain solution, you can get a paste to work and remove specific or spot treat stains. If you add a capful to hot water, you can actually pre-soak, socks or anything that you want to restore color or boost the color to, especially anything that's white. And then if you add 2 capfuls to regular washing cycle, mix it in with your detergent, it will boost, brighten, and whiten your clothing. So, so far I like this. I'm going to keep using it. Next we have ironing water. Ironing to me is one of the most tedious and boring chores ever. Even if you could watch TV or listen to music when you iron, there's just something, to me, about it that is not fulfilling. So if I can make ironing more fun for myself, I will go try it. I'm all about it. This ironing water will add a scent and will freshen any clothing drapes, tablecloth, anything, linen. And it does even maybe make your ironing easier and faster because it feels a little bit smoother. I was ironing linen and I find that it got, you know, where I needed to be, kind of like that restaurant quality of not starchy. I didn't add any starch to it, but just like that straight, nice and straight, no creases. I felt like it reached that faster when I had this ironing solution than when I didn't. But it smells really nice. It smells like fresh laundry, and they label, or they call this ironing water as it finishes and freshens. And this is also concentrate, so you would just add 1 capful to your iron, then you fill it up with water, or you add 2 capfuls to your steamer, and that is what I did yesterday. I steamed my drapes. When it came to home comfort, I was not kidding because we also got new drapes for, you know, windows around the house, and so that's what I was doing. I was steaming our drapes. I really need this. I really need this to make it a little bit more fun. Yeah, so I think this is really extra. I don't think this is something that, you know, you're like, oh, you wake up one day and you're like, I need ironing water. I need my laundry to smell really fresh in the ironing process. If you do, and if you want to add some kind of fun element to your ironing, give this a try. But if not, you're okay without it too. And then finally, I have this Crease Release, which is a spray. So this actually removes wrinkles. And what you do is kind of 6" away from clothing, you spray to help you get creases out. I have many shirts, not so much pants. Pants are kind of like easy, non-high maintenance, but these shirts that sit just very, you know, nicely, comforting, loosely, creases super easily. You can see here. And this is just from me, you know, the time that I was sitting doing my makeup, and in here you could already see. This would be fine for today, and I could probably wear it again without doing anything, but after a couple of wears and I'm not ready to wash it yet, or it doesn't need to be washed yet, this Crease Release will freshen, actually, because it comes with like a fresh laundry scent, just like the same scent as the ironing water, will freshen up your clothing and also help with the creases. Now this I haven't used enough, really good reviews, which is why I got it in the first place. I haven't used enough to, you know, testify personally and say, oh, this works. But it seems to me like people really find it useful for dress shirts and dress pants, all the way to blouses. So I'd like to give this a few more tries before I kind of come back and tell you what I think of it. For our last home comfort item, I have sweatshirts to show you. I've been staying at home a lot. I mean, I do go out to run some errands, but I've been mostly staying at home. And more so, I want to be in really structured but comfortable clothing. And you'll see what I mean by structure in a bit. So when I go to sleep, I'll change into PJs, so I'm not in the same thing all day long. But when I'm at home, I kind of don't need to be in a blouse or in jeans or dress pants for work. So I just want something that, you know, gives me some variety in my day-to-day while still just being very comfortable. So I'm very excited to show you guys this. This is a sweatshirt from Scotch and Soda, and I think the women's line, they call it Maison Scotch. I've been buying their clothing for several years now, and I just enjoy the little details they put into all of their clothes. Their clothes are made small batch, and I don't really know what that means in terms of numbers, but small batch, you know, much lower production numbers than J. Crew, Banana Republic, any of those. So not a lot of people actually know about this brand in North America, but there is a store in the city here. And before I moved to the States, when I was in Canada, there was also a store in the city that I was. So it was kind of interesting how, you know, they've expanded over the years. Just small numbers. They don't have retail stores in all major cities across the States. But I enjoy their clothes very much, and when I got this sweatshirt, it was meant to be when I go out on the weekends to run errands, right? Something just a little bit thicker that I can quickly throw a thin jacket on top and be warm enough. But it was just so easy to stay in this for the entire weekend or the entire day and just wear this and not even notice that, oh, maybe I should switch to a hoodie because a hoodie is even more comfortable. It's just really comfortable and it's structured. So the way it sits on you, it's not slouchy because it's not an oversized sweatshirt. I like a good oversized sweatshirt, but I think I would prefer to have more structure than, you know, an abundance of oversized sweatshirts. And that's just my preference. You'll see here I also like oversized sweatshirts, but yeah, so I think this is really cute. I can wear it out. You can wear it out to dinner, no problem. It's got, you know, some cool design on it. This I did not get just recently. This was actually from last year, but this is what got me into getting this. Another sweatshirt. Also from Scotch and Soda. And this one here, there's really no design in the front or back that kind of jumps out at you like the other one. I just love this pink. It's so bright, it's cute. So cute. It does have a little bit, does have like a logo here that says Masion, Scotch, and it has cute little front pockets that are functional. I mean, I like a good sweatshirt that has some pockets too, because if you're wearing this to run errands and maybe all you want to do is just have some ID, credit card or cash and your keys, you can put them here. So yes, and then the difference between the black sweatshirt and this one is this has the fleece lining inside, whereas the other one does not. It's just kind of a regular kind of a cotton. They're both soft. I mean, this is still soft. There's no itching, no issues there. This one I haven't worn yet because it's fairly warm now. Obviously I got this end of season, but this is gonna be so comfortable. And then I got another sweatshirt. This is the oversized sweatshirt with a hoodie that I also got with the same order. Now, I'm contemplating, should I iron this? Look at the creases. This I washed without drying, so you know it was just hung dry, so that's why you're seeing some creases here, but I wonder if I should iron it. And then when I think about that, I think about how much I don't like ironing, and then I think about if I'm gonna wear this at home, you know, I'm the only one who will see it, or I'm the only one who will like care to think about the creases. So this here is an oversized sweatshirt, but when I say the details, if you look at these drawstrings, this is not a color pairing. This kind of like pewter color with some green against this like baby pink, this pastel pink. It's just not a sweatshirt combo that you see. And that's what I find really interesting. Their color combos or patterns are not things that, you know, are not styles that you haven't seen, right? So you recognize some of it. You're like, oh, this season this is popular, so they're doing their take on it. But whatever their take is, there's always just something very interesting about it that you can't quite find anywhere else, which is why I am so drawn to the brand and why I have been for many years. And I was directing your attention to the drawstrings before I got distracted, but these are very sturdy and they're not going to tear by being in your washer. I think these can go through several washes. If you put them in a garment protection bag, you know, this will last you for some time. And then look at this hardware, or maybe it's plastic right here. It's just to protect the string from like getting lost in the hood part. So it's just those kind of details that I really appreciate from the brand, in addition to the design, the aesthetic. So there is that. And then of course, classic pockets, which I also love. So there you go. Those are my home comfort items that I wanted to share with you guys. I love this brand. I'll put the link below. With everything that's going on, there's obviously a lot of sales happening, and so they've had a lot of different kinds of discounts, promotions, sales in the past couple of months, which every time I get an email, I go on to look to see, well, is there another sweatshirt that I could get, or a pair of pants, or a blouse? Well, if you are familiar with the brand, I'd love to hear more about what you think of them. And whenever I go into the store, I just cannot leave in a timely manner. I'll stay there for 30 minutes. Whether I get something or not, I'll stay there. If I do get something, it'll be well over an hour. There you go. There's my happy place. Well, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.